Right, so I'm going to talk to you about how to get a cat into a cat basket, which is something you may need to do for many reasons, taking them to the cattery or unfortunately to the vets, and it's something that most cats absolutely hate. It's quite a good idea to try and get your cat used to the basket beforehand, so having the basket out in the room all the time so they can play in and out of it is a good idea. Giving them some food and treats in there is really helpful as well. When you're choosing a basket, there's lots of different styles that you can get. I quite like ones that are fairly solid around the sides so that they can't see too much when they're travelling, but they can get a bit of air through them. And it's really important, I think, to try and get one that has a top opening, because it's much easier to get your cat into the basket through the top than getting them in through the front doors, I tend to find. When you're preparing your basket for travel, it's a really good idea to put some newspaper in the bottom in case of accidents. And then I've just put my cat's favourite bed in there, which he likes, and he's used to this, so it smells of him, makes it nice and comfortable for him. So I've got my basket already there, so I'm going to get my lovely cat Ollie over, and we'll see if he'll go in the basket. Now, the best way is to try and, as I say, get them in through the top. So what I tend to find is if you get them nice and settled and happy, and then if you pick them up so that you've got all of their legs tucked in between your arms, and that stops their legs splaying out sideways, and then hopefully you can just lower them gently in through the top. So we'll give it a go and see what Ollie thinks about it. Okay, so we're just going to pop him up and using your arms to keep his legs in sideways. In he goes through the top, and then obviously you can shut the top door, and there he is nice and safely in the basket. He's obviously quite a well-behaved cat, and doing this at home can be difficult, but if you've got those legs tucked in, then hopefully they won't be splaying out and stopping them from going in. The other ways to do it are if you've got a front door. Most cats aren't going to just walk in nicely for you like they will do at the end of a vet consult, but you can try and encourage them in through the front door. Most cats will go in through the front door much better if you feed them in backwards, because they can't see what's going on and it's a bit less scary for them. So we're going to try and feed Ollie in through the front door like this. There we go, sweetheart. And then you can just shove the head gently in. There we go. And then he's in through the front door like that. So that was quite easy as well for him. Finally, if your cat's really struggling and really upset by it, you can wrap them up in a big towel. If you use a towel wrapped around the body, then that keeps the legs nice and tightly tucked in, so they're much less likely to fight and struggle and less likely to scratch you as well that way. Another trick is, if you've only got a front loader, is to try and balance it upright, and then you can gently lower the cat into the basket through the top of the door. Again, if you lower them in from an upright position so that they're dropping gently in through that backwards, they're a bit less likely to get scared by it. And then hopefully you will try and get them in without too much stress and without getting scratched or bitten, which can be quite a problem. To summarise, try and choose a top-loading cat basket. You can wrap the cat up in a towel if it makes it easier, and gently lower them in through the top. If using a front-loading cat basket, try putting your cat in backwards. They can't see what's going on, and it may be an easier process to do it this way.